Thank you all for joining. So we'll be starting now. Okay, so people are joining in. If anybody wants to keep their video on, they're welcome to. But the most important is to pay attention. So today we'll be reading from Bhagavad Gita 16 chapters. 15 was done yesterday. So let me pick a verse we'll read. And then after that we'll go through each verse after that. But first, as always, we start with a verse and then read something from Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so here I'm going to I'll just share this screen. Let me share my screen and then we can. Okay, so I'm going to share this desktop too. Content only. Okay, so you all can see this. So let me bring it here. You all can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I'll read the verse and then translation and maybe some of the purport. Okay. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samsuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti Danam Damascha Yagyascha Swadhyayastapārjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodas Tyaga Shantirapaisunam Daya Bhuteshwar Aloluptvam Mardavam Achapalam Tejasamadhriti Shocham Adroho Natimanita Bhavanti Sampada Devim Abhijadasya Bharata. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, clarity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion to all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. We'll read some of it because it's a long purport. In the beginning of the 15th chapter, the banyan tree of this material world was explained. The extra roots coming out of it were compared to the activities of the living entities, some auspicious and some inauspicious. In the 9th chapter also the devas and the godly and the asuras, the ungodly or demons, were explained. Now, according to Vedic rites, activities in the mode of goodness are considered auspicious for progress on the path of liberation, and such activities are known as Daivi Prakriti, transcendental by nature. Those who are situated in transcendental nature make progress on the path of liberation. For those who are acting in the mode of passion and ignorance, on the other hand, there is no possibility of liberation. Either they will have to remain in this material world as human beings, or they will descend among the species of animals or even lower forms of life. In the 16th chapter, the Lord explains both the transcendental nature and its attendant qualities and the demoniac nature and its qualities. He also explains the advantages and disadvantages of these qualities. The word abhijatasya, in reference to one born to the transcendental qualities or godly tendencies, is very significant. To beget a child in a godly atmosphere is known as in the Vedic scriptures as Garbhadhana Samskar. If the parents want a child in the godly qualities, they should follow the 10 principles recommended for the social life of human being. In Bhagavad Gita, we have studied also before that sex life for begetting a good child is Krishna himself. Sex life is not condemned provided the process is used in Krishna consciousness. Those who are in Krishna consciousness at least should not beget children like cats and dogs, but should beget them so that they may become Krishna conscious after birth. That should be the advantage of children born of a father or mother absorbed in Krishna consciousness. The social institution known as Varnashram Dharma, an institution dividing society into 4 divisions of social life and 4 occupational divisions or caste, is not meant to divide human society according to birth. Such division in terms of are in terms of educational qualifications. They are to keep the society in a state of peace and prosperity. The qualities mentioned here are explained as transcendental qualities meant for making a person progress in spiritual understanding so that he can get liberated from the material world. I think we'll take a pause here. Now I'll do Mangalacharan and then we'll go through the verses one by one. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapatakamelam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwabhanusate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langaite Girim Yatkripātamaham Vande Sri Guru Dinataranam Paramanandamadhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. So once again, thank you for joining. So we will go through this chapter. We read the purport and this is actually the first verse. So let's go back to our regular way of doing it. The divine and the demonic. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I think this chapter is called Devi Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. I think something like that. Devi and Asura. The divine and the demonic nature. This chapter is actually very interesting. You can see Krishna giving a clear understanding of the divine people and the demonic people. Okay, so first Krishna is going to, one second. So first Krishna is giving the divine qualities. He is already described before, so he is briefly giving the list. Okay, then he will go through detail of demoniac qualities, and you will find both of these qualities very meaningful. Like you will see that what Krishna is saying actually you can see day-to-day life. Okay, so we'll go through it one by one. Sri Bhagavan Ovacha Abhayam Sattva Samsuddhir. This is what we read now. So Lord Krishna is saying Abhayam, first of all, fearlessness. A person. So what is it? What are these qualities for? Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim. These are divine qualities. Everybody's looking at my screen? Let me see all of you so I can get feedback. Okay, we only have what? 12, 14 participants. Okay. So Bhavanti Sampadim Daivim Abhijatasya Bharata. These are divine qualities. Sampadam Daivim. Okay. So what are these qualities? Abhaya Sattva Samshuddhir. Abhaya means fearlessness. Sattva Samshuddhir means purification of one's existence. Shuddhi. Krishna is using the word Shuddhi. So fearlessness, being living a life in a way that you get purified. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthita, situated in knowledge. Jnana Yoga. Danam, charity. So every person must give some charity. That's the divine quality. It's not something nice to do, but actually it's a divine quality. Dhammas means to control, self-control. That means we don't just speak whatever comes to our mind and just, have no control over ourselves. A divine person can control his senses. Yajna. A person should do some form of yajna. In Kali Yuga, the primary yajna is the Sankirtan yajna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This chanting one should do regularly on their beats. That is the best form of yajna. So if a person is living a divine life, they should be engaged in some form of yajna. Swadhyaya, study. This is what we are doing right now. Everybody's sitting, going through this verse. It takes an effort to go through all this, but we do it. So that's what Krishna is saying. It's a divine quality. Swadhyaya. Swa adhyaya. Swa means myself. Adhyaya means to study. So self-study. Okay. Tapa. Some form of austerity should be there. Not that whatever I want, whenever I want, and do all that. Some austerity should be done. Arjavam. Arjavam is actually a very important quality. It's called simplicity. So a devotee is very simple in their dealings. No diplomacy, no crookedness, no kind of saying one thing and meaning something here, speaking half so the other person gets confused. All these twisted communication or behavior, that is not good for anybody who wants to be a devotee of Krishna. Krishna is saying simplicity, Arjvam. Ahimsa. Krishna is very clear. Ahimsa means no killing of other living entities. So meat eating is definitely out because of this. Ahimsa, Krishna is saying. Satyam, one should speak truth, no lies. Akrodhas, control of anger. Krodha is anger and akrodha means control of anger. Okay. Tyaga, one should try to give up things which are not needed in life. For example, someone is struggling with tea, coffee. For Krishna, if someone can give up maybe some of it, if not, if someone is drinking twice a day, do it once a day. If someone is doing once a day, maybe do it every other day. Just try to give up things for Krishna. Shantir. Shantir is this Shanti is peacefulness, right? No, there's something. 1 second. Tyaga. Yeah, tranquility. Okay, yeah, peacefulness. So that's Shanti. Apayashunam. That means aversion to fault finding. So trying not to find fault in people. That's what Krishna is saying. Daya, mercy. To be kind to others. Bhuteshvu, to other people. Daya bhuteshvu. This is actually one thing. To living entities, one should be kind. Aloluptam means not too greedy about things. If someone has got enough to eat, enough to live, enough of everything, then not to be greedy for more. Just because we have enough, there's no need to be asking for more. Mardhavam. This is Aloptam, this is Mardhavam. 1 second, let me see what was that. Gentleness, being a gentle person. Achapalam, that means steady-minded. Teja Shama. Shama is forgiveness. Dhriti. Dhriti is determination. Socham is to clean. Adroho na ati manita. That means not expecting too much respect for oneself. That's what Krishna is saying. Na ati manita. Man is respect. Ati is too much and na means no. So one should not expect too much honor for oneself. So these are the qualities Krishna is saying that they are born of people who are Devi Prakriti, divine nature. Is it clear so far? Yes? Okay, good. Others?
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Harsha. Okay, good. Others? Jay, okay. Okay, that's good. Now Krishna is going to go over the qualities which are demoniac. Okay. Dambodharpo abhimanascha krodha parushyamev cha अज्ञानस्य च अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य पार्थ संपदम asuri is demoniac. Okay. Dambho is pride, just pride about whatever we are. Darpo, arrogance. Abhiman, conceit. Krodha, anger. Parishyam, harshness. These qualities are in the people who are in the mode of ignorance or those who are demoniac in nature. Okay. Now Krishna is saying, what is the destination of the qualities, either good or bad? Devi sampad vimokshaya nibandhanaya surimata masucha sampadim devim abhijato si pandava. Devi sampad vimokshaya. The Devi sampad, the divine qualities, will take you to moksha, to liberation. Is that clear? Devi sampad vimokshaya. If we have divine qualities, then we are going towards moksha. Nibandha asuri mata. And if someone has got asuri qualities, demonic qualities, then they are going towards bandhan. Bandhan means they will be bound up. By different species of life, by different modes, they will continue to go from one body to the other, but they'll be bound up in this material world. Right? It's called Karagar. Samsar Karagar is basically a place where people are bound up. So if person has got asuri qualities, here asuri qualities is saying, then they will be bound up. Then he assured Arjuna, Arjuna Masucha, don't worry. Sampadim Daivim Abhijato Asi Pandava. You are born with Daivim Sampadam. You are born with the divine qualities, so do not worry. That's what he told them. Okay? Clear so far? So divine qualities, demonic qualities, then he told Arjuna, don't worry, because you are born with all the divine qualities. Do bhuta sargo lokesmin daiva asura eva cha daivo vistarasa prokta asuram partha me shrunu. In this world, do bhuto sarge lokesmin. In this world, there are two kinds of people. Daiva asura eva cha. Either they are divine or they are demoniac. Daivo vistarasa prokta. I have already spoken about divine. Asurim Parthame Shrunu, and I am going to speak about Asuri now. Asurim Parthame Shrunu, please hear from me. I am going to speak about the Asuric qualities, the demonic qualities. Clear? So first thing, Krishna is saying about the demonic quality. This is actually a very interesting verse. Pravritim cha nivritim cha janana viduvasura na socham na pichacharo na satyam te suvidyate. Krishna is saying here that for those who are demoniac, pravritim cha nivritim cha jana na vidu asura. Please pay attention here. I'm just going to highlight something. So pravritti is something which should be done. Nivritti is something should not be done. Jana na vidu asura. Those who are asura, those who are demoniac, na vidu, they do not know. So Krishna is saying that those who are demoniac, they do not even know what should be done and what should not be done. They have no clue कि ये सही है, ये गलत है. They don't know. Sometimes they think to shake shower, like some people do it, take shower in the night, sleep and don't shower again. That's ulta. You shower in the morning, not in the night. Right? And sometimes they eat with eating, they have to take drinks, just different things in this world. So those who are asuric, they do not know what needs to be done and what should not be done. For example, if someone is going to temple regularly, those who are demoniac, they'll say, why do you go to the same place over and over again? Haven't you seen it? So because they do not have understanding of what needs to be done, what should not be done, they are asuric. They are demoniac in nature. So that's first quality Krishna is saying, that asuric people, they have no clue what should be done and what should not be done. Pravrittim and nivritti. Okay, so that's one thing. Then he's saying, na socham, they're not clean, they're dirty. Na api cha acharo, they also do not know proper behavior. Okay, na api, not either, cha and acharo. Achara is the proper behavior. They also do not know proper behavior. Na satyam, they do not also speak truth. Teshu vidyate, you will find in them. So those who are demoniac in nature, they don't know what needs to be done, what should not be done. They are not clean. They do not know proper behavior, and they do not speak the truth. Clear? This is Krishna pointing out one by one. Asatyam apratishthante jagadahur anishwaram aparaspara sambhutam kim anyat kama hetukam. So they say this world is asatyam, unreal, apratishtham. Okay, this unreal with apratishtham, without any foundation. That means they think this world is basically a random production. It just happens to be here, but it does not have any foundation, no reason for about where it came, where it's going. There is no pratishtha. Nobody established it. It just happened by chance. That the Big Bang theory, right? That's what this is. That this world is false, unreal, and has no foundation. Well, that's demoniac, right? Jagad ahur anishwaram, and there is no Ishvara. There is no controller. This is so stupid to think the sun comes out precisely at the time you would think it is coming out based on the calculation. But we can only calculate. We are not the ones who design when the sun comes out tomorrow. Someone designed it and is working by that. So how can anyone say the Anishwaram? How can anybody say that there is no controller? Right? So this is demoniac nature. When they think this world, there is no Ishvara. Aparaspara sambhutam. Aparaspara sambhutam means mutual interaction. Kim anya kama hetukam. And this has produced mainly out of sex desire. So because there is sex in this world, people are being born. That's the reason the world is going on. No other reason. That kind of mindset is demoniac. So basically this is saying demoniac people think that the world came out of Big Bang, and now because people are producing people, children are being produced, the world is going on, and there is no reason beyond that. That's what Krishna is saying, and you can easily see that's how the world thinks. Most of the people in the world think today. They think that this is not real, there's no foundation, it's Big Bang, there's no controller, there's no God. Aparaspara sambhutam is just mainly mutual interactions, and it's all driven by kama hetukam. It's all driven by sex desire. Make sense? Krishna is saying each word is very meaningful. Etam drishtim avashtabhya nashtatmano alpabuddhaya prabhavanti ugra karmanam shayaya jagato hita. Everybody's following so far? Okay,
Yes,
good?
sir. Yeah.
Okay. Etam drishtam avitabhyasya, and this is what their drishti is, this is what their conclusion is. Avishtabhya, that's how they are established, right? Nashta atmano alpa buddhaya. Alpa means little, buddhi means intelligence. These people have very little intelligence, and this is how their drishti is, their conclusion. Prabhavanti ugra karmanam. Karma is work, and ugra means bad work. Horrible work. Ugra karma, that's what it's called. Shayaya jagato hita, and this, whatever work they are doing, is mainly destroying the world. Shayaya jagato ahita. Hit means to be favorable, and ahit means that they are not in favor. So Krishna is saying these demoniac people, they will always be engaged in bad work, and because of this bad work, the world will be destroyed. Make sense? This is Krishna's word, okay? काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरं दम्भमानमदान्विता मोहाद् गृहीत्वा साद्गृहान् प्रवर्तन्ते असुचिव्रता. Kamam ashritya dushpuram. Again, very interesting thing. Kamam is the lust or desire to enjoy this world. Ashritya, to seek shelter. Dushpuram. Puram means satisfied. Dushpuram means not satisfied. So they have desires which can never be satisfied. Krishna is saying those who are demoniac, their desires will never be satisfied. Kamam ashritya dushpuram. Is this clear what Krishna is saying? And what are the other qualities? Damba, pride, mana, false prestige. Mada, that means they are mad. Madanvita. Mohad grihit vasad grihan. Mohad, they are live in illusion. Grihit vasad grihan, they are always used to doing unclean work. Like you go to any grocery store, there's a big section which is handling meat. That's unclean work. You go to any restaurant, most restaurants, they serve meat. You go to any place, morning, other than work, people you will not find anywhere. But in the night, people are everywhere. Morning, you won't find them. Morning, everybody's sleeping. But in the night, they are busy doing all kinds of things, right? So this is unclean work. Pravartante asuchi vrata. Vrata means the vow. So those who have taken vow to stay unclean, this is what they do. These are the qualities of those who are unclean. They have desires which can never be satisfied. They have pride, arrogance, mad, and they are always in illusion. Okay. Now again, more Krishna is elaborating more. These are Krishna's words, and they are very, very meaningful. Chintam aparimeyam cha pralayantam upasrita kamopabhoga parama etavaditi nishchita asha pasha saterbadha kama krodha parayana ihante kama bhogartham anyayenartha sanchayan. Okay, so now Krishna is saying chinta. Chinta means anxiety, always thinking, always worries. Aparimeyam. Pralayantam upasrita. Their chinta, their anxieties or their tension or stress is aparimeyam, unlimited. And this goes pralayantam upasrita. This goes on till the end of life. This pralaya word is used for destruction of universe. But in a limited sense, this pralaya word is also used for death. Antam. So till the end of their life, they have unlimited chinta. They're always in anxiety. Even if they're in their ripe old age, they're worried about something. Kama upabhoga parama etavaditi nishchita. Because they have decided that their main thing is kama upabhoga. Parama, that's the topmost. They always want to enjoy this world and nothing as a priority. What happens is in the old age, the senses are not strong. You cannot eat much, you cannot go around much, you cannot do many things, but the desires are there. So what happens? Then people will become anxious. They get anxiety because they cannot do things which they used to be able to do when they were young. Asha pasha sater baddha. Asha is desires. Everybody is paying attention? Asha, pasha. Pasha is your phanda. Phanda is basically what you call rope. Shater. Shater is hundreds. Baddha, they are bound. They are bound by hundreds of ropes of their desires. That's what this literally means. Asha, pasha, sater, baddha. Kama, Krodha, Parayana, and they're always under the influence of Kama and Krodha, lust and anger. Ihante Kama Bhogartham Anyayena Artha Sanchayan. Artha is money, Sanchayan is to collect. And they collect money only for Kama Bhoga Artham, only for enjoying and nothing else. They don't want to do any charity, they don't want to give it to anybody. Whatever money is there, it's never enough. They want more and more and more. And the reason for that is Kama Bhoga Artham, just to enjoy their desires as much as they possibly can. Okay? Clear so far? Now Krishna is saying, this is how they think. Idam adya maya labdham imam prapya se manoratham idam atstitam api me bhavishyanti punardhanam aso maya hata shatru hanishye cha param api ishwaroham ham bhogi siddhoham balvan sukhi adhyo abhina अभिजानवानस्मि को अन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्षते दास्यामि मोदिष्य इति अज्ञानविमोहिता. In the end, Krishna is saying iti ajnana vimohita. This is the kind of illusion they live with. Iti Agyan. What time is it right now?
8:04.
For some reason my laptop is showing 7:40 and I think I have gone more than 10 minutes, so I don't know.
8:04.
8:04. Oh, 8:05. Okay, then. Okay, now I see. Okay. So here Krishna is saying, Iti Ajnana Vimohita. This is how they are bewildered because of ignorance. And what is how they are bewildered? Idam Adya Maya Labdham. Today, this much money I have. This is what it literally means. Adya means today, now, this much money I have. Idam prapyase manoratam, and this is how much more I'm going to make tomorrow. Okay, so let's read the translation because Prabhupada puts it very nicely. So these demoniac people think, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy, I have killed him. Here Krishna, this demonic people saying, Hata Shatrur Hanyasya Vichapiranapi. I have killed him, my other enemies will also be killed. So some enemies are gone, other will be killed. I am the Lord of everything. Ishwaro aham bhogi. I am the Ishwara and aham bhogi. I am the enjoyer. Siddho aham. I am perfect. Okay. Balwan. I am powerful. And Sukhi. I am happy in my current situation. I am the richest, perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity. Okay, this is Yakshe and Dasyami Modisya. Yakshe means I will do some yajna. Dasyami means I'll give some charity, and Modisya, and that's how I will live comfortably. Iti Ajnana Mohita, and this is how the person always lives in illusion. I have this much money, I'm gonna go make more. These are the people who are against me. Some are gone, some will be gone tomorrow. I will enjoy everything. I will give some charity and live peacefully. Okay. Then Krishna is saying, Aneka Chinta Vibhranta, being illusioned by all these chitta, Aneka Chitta Vibhranta. Chitta is their consciousness, and their consciousness Vibhranta is basically confused because of all this mindset of thinking. Moha jala samavrita, and they get stuck in this moha jal. Jal is a net and moha is illusion. So they get stuck in network of illusion. Prasakta kama bhogeshu, they are busy enjoying kama bhogeshu, in the bhoga, in enjoying their desires. Patanti narake asuchau. Patanti, they fall down. Narake, in naraka, in the hellish condition. Asuchau, those who are not clean. Make sense? Is it clear, all these words Krishna is saying one by one? Okay, good. So this is what happens. That people will this mindset, they are thinking they are enjoying the world. According to Krishna, their destination is Naraka. Patanti narake asucha. Those who are not clean, they are headed towards hellish life. Prasakta kama bhogeshu. Asakta, they are completely sucked up in kama bhogeshu, in enjoying material life. Okay. Next one. Atma sambhavita sabdha dhanamana madanvita yadante nama yagyaste dambena vidipurvakam. Atma sambhavita, self-complacent, that means they think they are the best. Stabda, they are always arrogant, too impudent. Dhana mana madanvita, because they have dhana, they have wealth. Mana, they have pride or respect, whatever is there. Madanvita, mada means to become mad. They become mad because of dhana and mana. They speak whatever they want. They treat people the way they want. They have no regard for human.
Stabda. Impudent.
Okay. Like for example, they say, if what? If money talks, nobody checks the grammar. Something like that, people say, right? If people who have money, if they talk, nobody cares how they speak. So long as they have money, they are okay to speak. So this is what Krishna is saying. Dhana, mana, madanvita. They are mad because of dhana and mana. Yajante nama yagyaste. They do yagyas just in the name of yagya only. We have seen sometimes people do yagya and these rich people come and they sit. Sometimes they'll yell at a priest. Sometimes they do not take their shoes off. Sometimes they'll sit above the place, like yagya is low and they are sitting above the yagya. They do different things. They're eating while yagya, they're drinking while the yagya is going on. So that yagya is just in the namesake only, it's not real yagya. Okay. Dambhena avidipurukam, because they have pride, dambha. Because of that, whatever they do is avidipurvakam. The vidhi is not being followed. Sometimes I've seen videos, people sitting in the yagya on a sofa, priest is sitting on the floor, on the ground, and the person who's getting the yagya done, he's sitting on a sofa with the shoes on, eating something while the yagya is going on. So this is exactly what Krishna is saying. Dambhena, dambha. They are pride. They are doing avidhi purvakam. Clear? Okay. Next thing. Ahankara bala darpam kama krodam tasamshrita mamatma paradehesu pradishvanto abhyasu yaka. Ahankaram balam darpam. Bewildered by false ego, ahankar. Balam, by strength. Darpam, pride. Kama is lust. Krodha is anger. Just samsrita. They have taken shelter of these things. Ahankar, strength, pride, lust, and anger. Mama atma paradeheshu pradishvanto abhisuyakaha. They become envious of people, other people who are situated. The demons become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is situated in their own body and the bodies of others. Okay. Pradvishvanto. Dvisha means to envy. Abhyasuyaka. These are the people who become envious of the Supreme Lords, which is in your body and also in the body of others. That's what Krishna is saying. So now next thing, verse number 19. So what is the conclusion for these people? What would Krishna do? He's saying, Tanaham dushta kruran samsareshu naradhaman Shipami ajasram ashubham asurishva eva yonishu asurishva esu yonishu. Yoni is birth, Asuri is demoniac. So Krishna is saying to these people who are very merciless, mischievous, right? Krura means they are merciless. Vishta means they are envious. So those who are envious and mischievous and lowest among the men, Naradhama, Krishna is saying here, they are the lowest among the men. Shipami Asajram Ashabam. I put them into very inauspicious conditions of life. I perpetually cast them into the ocean of material existence. Asurishva eva yonishu, in the birth which are very demoniac in nature. For example, snake, scorpion, tiger, lion, these species of life, they are themselves not very happy, and neither they will let other people or other living entities live happily. So these are Asuri Yoni. These birds are demonic birds, where they are constantly harassing everybody around them, and they themselves are being harassed. Now Krishna is saying, Asuri yogim apannam muda janmani janmani mam aprapya kaunteya tato yanti adhamam gatim. Asurim yonim apannam. Once they get the Asuri yoni, muda, foolish. Janmani janmani, they remain foolish from birth to birth. They keep going from one life to the other, and all of those lives are demoniac because they are Buddha. Basically, Krishna is talking about animal life here. Mam aprapya kaunteya, and they do not achieve me. Prapya means to achieve, aprapya means to not achieve. So Krishna is saying they will not achieve me, O son of Kunti. Tato yanti adhamam gatim. Why? Because they are going down in life. Make sense? Adhama gati is gati which is going down. So here is saying, once they reach those demonic species of life, they remain in that condition birth after birth. And they will not achieve me, and they'll just keep going down and down and down. Okay, clear so far? Okay, now Krishna is saying, Trividham narakasyedam dwaram nashamatmana kama krodhas tatha lobhas tasmad etam trayam traje. There are three doors which are leading you to hell. Trividham narakasyedam. Narakasya is naraka, is hell. Trividham means three types. Dwaram. There are three types of doors which will take you to hell. Nasham Atmana, and that is for your own destruction. There are three doors which will take you to hell, and that will cause your destruction. What is it? Kama, Krodha, Tatha, Lobhas. Kama is lust, Krodha is anger, Tatha, Lobha, greed. So these are the three doors which can take a person to hell. Lust, anger, and greed. Tasmadetat trayam taje. Therefore, one should give up all three of these. Etat, these, trayam, three, tyajet, to give up, tyag, right? So Krishna is saying these things will take you to hell, so therefore we should give up these three things. Clear so far? Okay.
Yes.
एतैर् विमुक्ते कौन्तेय तमोद्वारस्त्रिभिः नरा आचरति आत्मनः श्रेयास्ततो यान्ति परमां गतिम् एतैर् विमुक्ता कौन्तेय. If a person is free from these एतैर means these. Okay, if a person, O son of Kunti, if a person is free from these doors, which are tamodwaras, they are doors leading to tamogun. Tribhi is three, Nara is human beings. If human beings can become free from three of these doors leading to hell, Acharati Atmana Shreyas, those people will act for their own benefit. Tato yanti paramam gatim, and eventually they will come to me. So Krishna is saying, if you stay away from these three things, you are doing yourself a favor, and also eventually you will achieve me. Clear? Acharati Atmana Shreyas. Acharati means behavior. Their acharan is Atmana Shreyas, is good for their own self. Clear? Shreya is good, Atmana is self. So this behavior, if you can stay away from these three things, your behavior is good for your own self. And what is the destination? Tato jati paramam gatim, and they will ultimately achieve the supreme destination. Okay, so far? Okay, now another thing. See, Krishna is giving so much information in this chapter, even just about this world, how things work. And now he is giving one more thing. यः शास्त्रीं विधिम् उत्सृज्य वर्तन्ते कामकारता न स सिद्धिमवाप्नोति न सुखं न परां गतिम्. So again, please pay attention. Krishna is saying, यः शास्त्र विधिम् उत्सृज्य. Utsrijya means to give up. Shastra Vidhi is what is prescribed in the scriptures. So those people who give up the things which are prescribed in scriptures, Vartante Kamakarta, and they act only for their own sense gratification. That means they say, I don't believe in this Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, or any of these religious things. I don't care. I will just work. I'll do whatever makes me happy. Correct? Most people think like that. I don't care about this. I just want to live a happy life. I'll do whatever it takes to make me happy. Krishna is saying exact same thing about these people. Yah Shastra Vidhim Utsrishya. They give up all the scriptures. Vartate Kamakarta. They work only for Kamakarta, only for their sense gratification. What happens to them? Na sa siddhim avapnoti. They will never achieve perfection in life. Okay, siddhi is perfection. Na sukham, they will never be happy in life. Na param gatim, they will never reach the ultimate destination. Param is the ultimate, gatim is the destination. So they can never reach perfection, they will never be happy, and finally they will never be able to reach the supreme destination. Okay, then last verse, and then we'll wrap up. तस्मात् शास्त्रं प्रमाणं ते कार्यकार्यव्यवस्थितो ज्ञात्वा शास्त्रविधानोक्तं काम कर्तुम् इहर्हसि. So everybody is following so far? How we got here? Everything clear? Okay, so Krishna is concluding this chapter by saying tasmat. Tasmat means therefore. And this is a common language structure where you state a bunch of things and in the conclusion you say therefore, and then you give the conclusion. In the legal document also, you say a lot of things and in the conclusion you say therefore this and this and this must be done, right? Correct? Krishna is doing the same thing. Therefore, here Prabhupada is also saying therefore. Tasmat, therefore. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam. Praman is the evidence. So Krishna is saying, therefore, one should follow the evidence of the Shastras. One should follow whatever is written in the Shastra. Karya Akarya Vivastito. What is to be done and what is not to be done. Karya is done, Akarya is not to be done. Vivastito, to decide. To decide it कि मेरे को ये करना है, ये नहीं करना है, that should be done according to the evidence of the Shastras. Correct? Make sense? Tasmat Shastra Pramanam Te. Take the evidence of the Shastras and decide what needs to be done and what should not be done. This is how you decide. Gyatva Shastra Vidhanoktam. Once you understand the Shastra Vidhan, the principles of the scriptures, Karma Kartum Iharasi. That if you work like that, then slowly you will be elevated in life. Make sense? So Krishna gave the whole spectrum of the divine qualities, the entire spectrum, a bigger spectrum of the demoniac qualities, and finally he's advising, stay away from the demoniac qualities and live your life according to the scriptures. Once you do that, then you will go up in life. That is Krishna's promise. Isn't it very useful what Krishna is saying? Make sense? Okay, so that ends the chapter. So at this point, if anybody has any question or comments, we can discuss those. Or any feedback you want to give, what you understood, or something which you liked, or something which wasn't clear. Any feedback anybody wants to give. We still have how much? We have about 6 or 7 minutes, so we can discuss those. Anything anybody wants to say?
Prabhuji, if some people around us, our friend or somebody, if somebody is good nature people or demonic nature people, they are close people, how to deal with those people? Because we cannot stop talking or we cannot make them understand that this is good or this is bad. And they don't accept what we say. These are the good qualities and they cannot change, but they are part of our family or a friend, close friend like that. Because now in Kali Yuga, almost each, so many people, you cannot see like good quality much.
That's a very good question, very practical question. So first thing first, we have to know what is good for us and we have to stand on those principles regardless of the situation, because if we let it go, then we become like them. That is too much to lose, right? If everybody is eating meat around me, so let me also eat. If you do that, that is not very wise, right? But we will be around people who do that thing. So first thing we have to do is we have to be clear in what we want in life. Okay, so if you want to follow the principles of Bhagavad Gita, we follow. Second thing, if people see that we are firm in our belief, in our principle, and also they see that actually we are happy, we are living a happy life. If they see that, if they see that we are living actually a very happy life and a satisfied life, that means if they see that whatever we believe in, we actually are getting the benefits of it. Let's say if I'm a very happy person, for example, right, or someone else, and people can relate because he is fixed in his principles on Gita, he lives according to that, and he seems to be very satisfied and happy, or she, whatever, right? Then they clearly see that there is some value there, right? They appreciate it. Because good things, see, even a cheater also wants to deal with people who are honest, because he's a cheater, but he doesn't want to get cheated. So he likes honesty, right? Everybody likes honesty. Person may not be honest, but they also like honesty, right? So when they see that this person seems to be happy and satisfied in his life, doesn't compromise on his things and still living good life, they might at some point appreciate what you have. But if they choose not to appreciate at all and they go the opposite direction that become more and more against you, at that point we have to make a choice that okay, I have to live with the person, but it's just because of the situation I have to live, but there's not much to gain out of it, right?
Mhm.
And that's not a very healthy situation, but we just have to tolerate it at that point. Because to give in to their way of life, to become like them, we basically is suicide, right? So why would anybody do that? Be living in difficult is one thing, but suicide is a different level, right? So I don't think we should compromise on what we believe in. This is a good life. Krishna is giving us good understanding of how to live in this world. And if we are convinced, then we figure out a way how to make it work. But we should never give it up. Does that answer?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay, good. Anything else?
Yeah. I have a hello.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, the previous chapter, 13th chapter,
Yeah.
and we had a question. The one of the question was how many forms the holy name is manifested in this material world. So I've been looking for that answer a long time. What is the exact
You are saying how many
how many
forms the holy name is manifested
forms?
in?
Yeah, in this material world. That was the question on chapter 13.
Okay.
You posted on a website to question for that chapter.
Okay.
That's one of these questions.
Okay. So let's. So since this is from 13th chapter, I want to cover this chapter first. Does anybody have
Yeah.
any question on this chapter?
Okay.
Okay. If nothing, then we can go to that. So I think the answer to me seems very simple. Holy name is name of Krishna. So as many
Right.
incarnations there are, that many names. But Krishna's incarnations are unlimited. So unlimited holy names. But we are only exposed to the ones which are available in Gita and Bhagavatam and other Puranas. So that to me seems like the answer. I don't know what else would be there. Like how many holy names are there? As many incarnations, that many holy names. So
Right.
the
So the
name of
answer is unlimited.
answer is unlimited because
Oh, okay.
Krishna
Because
is
yeah.
it's the name of Krishna, right? So if Krishna comes into unlimited incarnations, so will be his name.
Right.
Because when he comes, he has a name. Narsingadev has a name. Varaha, Kurma, Krishna, Rama, Balaram, Parshuram. Everybody has.
Right. So yeah, but I could not understand the question itself. How many holy name? So I I can pull it up. There were three questions that you ask for everybody after 13th chapter. Yeah,
Okay, in the quiz.
yeah. In the
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the answer. Unlimited. There was another
okay.
question, Annapurna. Did you have a question?
Let me see. I'm
Annapurna,
look.
that's all.
Yes, actually, I wanted to add the question, previous question. It's that if somebody is not leading a holy life or eating meat and all the, other things, uh, the person what could do is have patience,
Hmm.
but pursue the belief that Lord Krishna is teaching and detach from that person.
Hmm.
I still think should not be putting down that person.
Hmm.
Her own work or her own life style that she is living would be exemplary to that person because a person is going to not going to be that happy if he is living a unholy life.
Hmm.
So that would be example. Just so it's just require a lot of patience, understanding, and kind of sympathy, kindness to the person who has not understood or not reached that level. I think that's another way to deal with it.
Yeah, good point. Very well said.
And the other thing is, I have this is the first time I'm taking a Gita course, and I have heard a lot about the goodness of Gita and the values it teaches everybody to be a better person and contributing to a beautiful world. Although we have, we live in our own values, but definitely we can be better. I should do it. But the one thing I have question is when Lord Krishna is speaking and saying that I am the God of Supreme Lord, I am this, I am God of gods. I feel uncomfortable in the sense I don't know much about it, but I only know that I teach my kids not to be ever say anything to show they're better than others. And I taught that to my kids, and or put down anybody. Respect everybody, and it's like that. But having said that, it is necessary that somebody has to say that Lord Krishna is God of goddess. But himself telling that, I have a little bit uncomfortable feeling. I don't know how to explain because it only says I don't have the knowledge to have that understanding. Why I feel uncomfortable when Lord Krishna is saying, listen to me, listen to, I am great, I am this, I am that. And so I don't know what would be the explanation for that. Another person saying about Lord Krishna, I'm totally okay with it. I totally believe that. But himself saying that, I have, because here we are humanizing Lord Krishna. To me, so far God had been supreme power. It's a power I cannot
Sure.
explain it. That is how I believe, my family believes. But I also like to have an open mind about learning different way of people thinking to be a good person, to better
Okay.
person.
Okay. So,
So that's why if you can help or explain a little bit about why I have this problem and why I feel uncomfortable when I'm hearing Lord Krishna saying, I am the supreme God, I am God of gods.
okay.
You listen
Okay.
to me.
Sure. Okay. Good question. See, we were reading in Bhagavad Gita, there are Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, Kham, Mano, Buddhi, Revacha. Krishna says that these energies are mine. Ahankar itiyam me bhinna prakriti ashtata. So Krishna says one of my energies, ahankar. Ahankar is ego. So the nature, everybody has ego because this is one of the elements. So this is actually it should be clearly understood. Just like I have bones and I have blood and I have skin, Ahankar also is there as one of the elements. Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, Kham, Mano, Buddhi, Revacha. Ahankar, Itiyame, Bhinna, Prakriti, Ashtada. 8 kind of energies are there in this world. The last one is Ahankar, false ego. Okay. So the nature of the Ahankar, let me finish the answer first. So the nature of the Ahankar is that if we see anybody boasting, then we feel uncomfortable, right? All of us we do, right? If my neighbor opens my door and just keeps talking great about himself, I'll ask him to leave because I don't need to hear all that, right? Here Krishna is not speaking because of ahankar. He is stating a fact for our benefit. If Krishna is saying Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. I am boss of everything. Everything is coming from me. This is actually, he speaks in Chatur Shloki Gita, which is the summary of Gita in 4 verses. The first word is Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. You were saying if someone else says it's okay, but Krishna is saying the first word he's saying in the conclusion of Gita, the summary of Gita is I am the boss of everything. So now if Krishna doesn't say that, he doesn't lose anything because he knows he's the boss of everything. He doesn't need any certification from anybody. But when he says that, those who love him, they like it. For example, if a father comes and tells his son that I won $1 million lottery today. We don't do lottery, but I'm just doing a common example. The son will be happy, I have so much money now. Even though father won, the son did not win. But the son will feel happy that my father has won $1 million lottery. Is that arrogance? No, he's just stating the fact. And if the son loves the father, he'll become happy. Same father goes to the neighbor and says, I won $1 million lottery. Neighbor will not be happy. Right? Because it's a neighbor. Neighbor is always competition is there. So my point is, so long as we have this sense of competition, the same sense will apply to Lord Krishna. And when he says, I am boss of everything, we feel uncomfortable. But he's not lying. He's stating the fact. So if he's stating the fact and he's telling Arjuna, others are hearing, but he's addressing Arjuna, and Arjuna, you will see later in 11th chapter, he agreed. He agreed. Whatever you said is actually true. And then Arjuna said, not only whatever you said is true, Asita Devalo Vyasa Swayam Cheva Bravishime. Asita Devalo Vyasa, all these sages, they say the same thing. So what is the problem if Krishna is saying what the sages are saying? He is kind to us. Otherwise, Bhagavad Gita would have been rejected long ago. So why is still Bhagavad Gita going on and making so many devotees if Krishna is showing his ego? He is very clear. So many places he says, people have rejected it long ago if this was not useful or helpful. So to summarize, you feel that way, that is natural in this world. But slowly, when you practice bhakti, you actually will start liking what Krishna is saying. That my father is so great. My Supreme Father is so great. Does it make sense?
Kind of. I think I have to take time
Yeah.
to do a little more studying about it also. But to start what you said, it's helpful.
Okay. That's good.
Thank you.
At least we start somewhere and then slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Good point. At
Thank
least
you.
see the fact that you're speaking openly about it, that means you're open to answer also. Now, if this answer doesn't work for you, some other answer will work and you will find it.
I will
Sometimes.
find out. I think that I am determined. I will find out. I asked you, I have asked another person very close to us who
Hmm.
is very learned and with the Vedanta, Upanishad,
Hmm.
Gita, he gives classes. He's thinking too. He said, I have to think before I tell you. So, yeah, I would definitely find out.
Okay, that's good. But it's a good, it's nice.
Thank you. But I think the way you explained about